What's going on, guys? This is Sal, and welcome to Sal's Atari and Retro World. And welcome to Sal's Atari and Retro World. If this is your first time on my channel, be sure to like, comment, favorite, and hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm going to show off my SNES collection, N64 and PS1. Normally, I wouldn't show off collections from different consoles, but because I don't own as many games for these consoles as I do for the Atari and NES, that's why I'm doing them all. Otherwise, it would be like a 10-20 second video. I don't want to post a video that short. I do plan on buying more games for these consoles, but here's my collection, and we're going to start with the Super Nintendo. So here we go. We have my favorite SNES game, Super Castlevania 4. My other favorite, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Yes, Castlevania 4, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, my two favorite SNES games of all time. Batman Forever. Yes, I know this game got slammed by a lot of critics. I don't think it's the worst Batman game, but it's far from the best. Probably, well, in my opinion at least, the best Ninja Turtles game ever, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. I remember when this and the original arcade game came out back in the day. Good times. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. One of my favorite fighters, and Primal Rage. Battletoads. Super Bases Loaded. And finally, probably my favorite Batman game of all time, The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I mean, and this the Sega Genesis one was awesome too. And I know a lot of people like the Sega Genesis one. I like both versions, but this is my favorite one of all time. Both versions of this game. Now we switch gears to my N64 collection, and a lot of great games for the N64. Definitely one of my favorite consoles of all time. So here we go. Shadow Man. Castlevania. Yes, this was another game that got slammed a lot, but again, I thought it was a decent entry. Some things wrong with the game. They could have done better, but I still think it's a fun one to play. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Mortal Kombat 4. FY, I still haven't seen the new Mortal Kombat movie yet. I would like to try to see that soon. Killer Instinct Gold. Probably my favorite fighter on the N64. WCW NWO Revenge. Back when wrestling games were awesome. And if you wanted awesome wrestling games, N64 was your source. And this is one of my favorite wrestling games of all time. Another one of my favorite wrestling games of all time, Warzone. Although I know this wasn't an exclusive to the N64. This was also on PS1, but both are great versions nonetheless. Doom 64. Pokemon Stadium. Asteroid 64, a nice remake of the classic Asteroids we all remember on Atari. And what's great about this, you could play the classic Asteroids on this as well. And finally, arcade compilation, Namco Museum 64. You have Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, Galaxian, Pole Position, and Dig Dug. Great arcade masterpieces. And finally, my PS1 collection. Yes. Yes, probably the smallest of my game collections. So here we go. Classic games from Intellivision. Probably my favorite wrestling game of all time, WrestleMania the arcade game. A masterpiece, but really hard game to play, Nightmare Creatures. I still want to get the sequel to this game. Activision classics. A lot of the great Atari classics from Activision from back in the day. And yes, I have Asteroids, the remake of Asteroids for the PS1 as well as the N64. So there you have it. That's my SNES, N64, and PS1 collection. Again, I do plan to add more to this collection. I hope you liked what you saw. Thank you so much for tuning in, and be sure to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Thanks. Have a good one, guys.